Want more people to attend your upcoming event? Sure you do. We all do, right? Hey, today this is an event marketing tip. I'm going to suggest that you create your event as an event page on LinkedIn, and that way you can invite your first level connections to attend the event, and the feature is really easy to use. Keep on watching this video and I'll walk you through this step by step. Let's go to LinkedIn now. All right, now I'm going to assume for the purposes of this video that you've already created your event on LinkedIn, and you might have created it and you're like, okay, where do I find it? So let me just start with this. To find your event, easiest way is just to go to your profile. And I'm assuming here you've created the event from your profile. You can also create them from pages, but that's another topic for another discussion. So from your profile, what you're going to do here is you're just going to navigate down to your activity section. Now, if you have at least one event that you've created, either upcoming or in the past, you'll see an event tab in this activity section inside here. So just click on events. Now LinkedIn is a little bit wonky, I have to admit. Sometimes you're going to notice that your events aren't even listed in date order on here. It goes from, this is an event that was ended July 8th, July 4th. So it appears that these will appear in the order in which the events were added on LinkedIn, but sometimes the order is a little bit off. So just pay close attention to that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the event that I want to invite more people to attend. I'm going to use this Michigan Summit for the Self-Employed as my example. Now, when you go to your event page, you'll see that as the admin for this, the person who created it, you're going to see a couple buttons underneath here. You're going to see share and you're going to see manage. Keep in mind, if you want to change any of your event information, you can go to edit event. Now, in this case, this is an event that is a live in-person event. It's being held at the American Cancer Society in Southfield. I actually want to get people to go over to my registration page, which is mellermarketing.com/MSSE. It's taking a second to load here. And from here, they actually do need to register because we have limited seating for the event. We are having a nominal registration fee, $20 just to cover our refreshment costs for the event. We're not doing this to really make any money, just to cover some of our costs, but we do have that going. So right now I've got a countdown ticker. I've got all the event details. All the great stuff is on this registration page. So my goal is to get them here. But I know that on LinkedIn, sometimes it's easier to reach people here on the platform. There may be people who are not on my VIP email list who aren't getting notifications about my upcoming events, or people have never heard of me and never interacted with me, but maybe they're following me, maybe they're connected with me, or some of the speakers. So what you can do is you can use this event feature inside LinkedIn, and when you go to the event page, you click on the share button, and then underneath it, this is really cool, click on invite, okay? And then you're going to see you can either search for individuals by name if you want to hand invite people to attend the event, or you can use one of the 4 filters. The 4 filters include locations, current company, school, which is college or university, a little weird, I know, or industry. Okay, so there's not a ton of filters, but let's consider this particular event. This is an event that's occurring in Metro Detroit. So I'm really not looking to invite people from Chicago and LA and New York and Wisconsin and Baton Rouge. Sure, if they want to travel into Michigan, but the likelihood is at this point, we're about, 11 days out? 12 days out. The likelihood is the event will appeal to people who are in the Metro Detroit area, and this is a Michigan Summit for the Self-Employed, so individuals who are self-employed themselves. So I'm going to go into locations and add the filter for Detroit metropolitan area. Now, you'll notice here as you add filters, you're going to see a list of the individual that are matching that filter criteria. Now, in this case, you might see, like for mine, I'm seeing individuals with the word invited next to them. So that means I've already invited them using this feature. Or maybe they've already RSVP'd on the event page, but at any rate, I can't invite them again. It could also mean that one of my co-presenters or panelists have invited them. So if you're inviting somebody to an event, they're only going to get an invitation once. They're not going to get 5 invitations using this feature from LinkedIn. I really like that. So now I'm going to look under the industry filter and just think about in what industry might people be if they are self-employed. Professional services, I think that might be one. Business consulting and services, that might be another one. There's also a filter for coaching and training. I can never remember the exact keyword, so I just type in a portion of that, and then LinkedIn will load that up. So if you can think of any other keywords, you can add those in. You're going to see it's going to show you a limited industry list here, and you can't scroll up and down, but think about this. You can just think about general keywords. So instead of searching for LinkedIn coaches, I look at marketing as a category, right? So try to do that as a general category keyword. And then Once you have selected a few, then you're going to click on show results. Now it's not going to show you how many people are coming up, but we are going to be able to see that these are individuals who are matching our criteria. Now you can certainly go through this list and onesie twosie pick people and put some thought to who you're going to invite. Maybe, some of these people are retired or not really a fit for you. You might want to skip them. Or I'm going to show you something cool. You can just click on this little box in the upper left-hand corner, and that will automatically, that's my word, automatically invite everyone who appeared in that search field. Now you can see here 43 selected. Let me take you one step farther because this is a really cool technique that I figured out just by trial and error. If you scroll down the list, give it a second. It's almost like when you're scrolling through Google, the homepage, and it scrolls and it scrolls and it loads more pages and loads more pages. So if you do this a few times and just kind of scroll it down, scroll it, as it goes towards the bottom, it goes a little bit slower. So you got to give it a couple seconds for it to catch up with you here. But keep doing this. You're going to notice all these white boxes next to these individuals' names, right? And this is a really great way of doing more of a mass invite. Now I'm doing kind of a mass targeted invite because I chose people, remember my filters, I chose people who are in Metro Detroit, and then I went through and selected a couple industries from here, which I thought might be a good fit for this particular event. So I'm just going to do this a few times, and then you're going to notice sometimes the scroll bar gets a little bit wonky. That's okay. Just kind of give it some patience. Take a deep breath. Wait for it to load. Pull it down again. And then once you're satisfied, maybe you've got a bunch of names on here, you're going to deselect in the upper left-hand corner that green bar and then select it again. Now look what's happened. I went from 43 to 150 people that I'm inviting to the event. Now when you click on invite 150, what's going to happen is LinkedIn is going to take a couple seconds, but it's going to automatically, there's that word again, send out an event invitation on your behalf to those individuals. And if you've ever been invited to someone's event, you might be familiar with what this looks like. I'm going to see if I have any in here. I'm going to go under my network and then click on show all. This is where your potential participants would be seeing them inside here. So in manage invitations right now, I only have invitations from people, and there's one from a newsletter as well. But if I had any event invitations, it would say Danielle Denoy invited you to attend Michigan Summit for the Self-Employed. So that's how you can see those from the recipients, and you will not see those. And I think if you go inside Sent, you can go into events and you can see individuals that you have invited to your event. My understanding is that LinkedIn will allow us to invite up to 1,000 of our first level connections each week to attend upcoming events. Now I say events plural because if you do have multiple events that are coming up, you can use this feature to invite people to other events as well. Now in my case, I have 2 upcoming events in the next couple weeks here. I have a reoccurring monthly self-employed VIP office hours event. This is an online virtual event, and this really could be anybody, anywhere in the world who can attend, as long as they're looking to attend live from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern. Using the same feature, I go onto the event page, I click on invite. Now in this case, I don't need to necessarily put in a location criteria because this is a virtual event and this is a free event as well. But maybe I want to still apply an industry filter, and I'm going to go under that. Sometimes you're going to notice you're going too fast for LinkedIn. Right now, I'm going too fast for LinkedIn. LinkedIn's like, hold on, Brenda Beller. You're doing a lot of things. So I got to slow my roll a little bit on here. And every now and again, you'll experience these hiccups. This is not you. This is LinkedIn. LinkedIn might be doing some updates in the background, or maybe they're switching from one server to another and you just got caught in the middle. If you happen to notice that happens, this is what's happening with me right now. I'm clicking on industry and nothing is loading. Just go back to the page, do a quick page refresh. Sometimes that's like hitting that ketchup bottle on LinkedIn, and it helps it just to kind of reset and also verify that you're a real person who's doing these things. Sometimes they get a little skeptical that we're bots, right? So now I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go under share, click on invite. I'm going to apply the industry filter. Look at that. It's fixed, just like I said. Now I'm going to put under here training and coaching, show results. Now in this case, again, I don't need to put a location filter because these could be people anywhere in the world. So I'm just going to use that scroll bar and I'm going to pull down. I'll do that a few times, and that will allow me to get a batch of individuals all at once that are in the list. So this is a really great feature for, again, increasing your event RSVPs for your event, whether it's a virtual event or an in-person event. And what I love about this feature is even if it's not an event that you're hosting, like maybe you're speaking at the event, you're a panelist at the event, you can use the same feature. So what I've done for my Michigan Summit for the Self-Employed, I think we have 7 of us total that'll be in the front of the room for the panel discussion, including our moderator, Christopher Johnson. So I've asked each of those individuals on our planning calls to use this feature, and I'm giving them a task, a homework assignment, if you will, to send this invite to 100 of their first level connections today. I'm going to probably send them this video as well, just with additional instructions so they can see the process of going through and how easy it is. So once you preload all of that thing, scroll down a couple times, look at that, 180 invited to the event, and then you click on invite. Give it a second to cook in the background. LinkedIn's like firing them off in the background there. And then those will be sent out. And that is it. So again, this is a really great feature if you are hosting events to increase your event participation. I don't think we want to just rely upon people stumbling upon it. We want to do some marketing on a silver platter. Send them that invitation to the event. You might get a handful of people who accept it right away. You might get others who look at the event first, figure out whether they're interested in registering. And if you have an event like mine where it's a ticketed event and I actually need to drive them to a separate page to register, the great thing is, as the event page creator, you can click to see who these individuals are. And then what I do is I open up another window with my event page registrations, the people who have gone through my website and have paid, and I do a quick comparison. So if I see that, for example, Frankie has indicated that she plans to attend the event, but she hasn't RSVP'd for it, then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to invite her to connect. After she accepts, I'm going to remind her that she'll need to register at the event page. We have a limit of 50 people, so register quickly while seats are still remaining. And we do have a nominal charge for the event, $20, to help to cover our refreshment costs. And that will help to prompt a couple more of these individuals to actually go to your website and to register. All right, that's it. This is a great LinkedIn tip for those of you who are in the event space looking to get more people to attend your events. Hey, if you found this helpful, do me a favor. Leave me a comment below and let me know. And if you've got an upcoming event, drop your event link in there below. I'd love to check it out. This is Brenda Meller helping you to get a bigger slice of LinkedIn pie. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.